Alright, I know I said that was trying to get these reviews out as quick as possible since we're like mid-March, but I was in spring break, I was in Florida, and yeah, I'm starting to get behind, and as I said, I want to try to finish Season 5 before the year is over, and then hopefully if I get the opportunity to start Season 6 during the summer, if I feel up for it, or if I'm not in the middle of a new Let's Play, which, yes, I still haven't decided on. That being said, I am going to get this out of the way. The next episode that I'm going to review, the Brotherhooves Social, this is going to be the Mod Pie of Season 5. In other words, it's the episode that I don't like that everybody else likes. Yes, getting it out of the way, I am that one asshole who didn't like the episode. And maybe there might be stuff I can look into that might be positive, but looking back on it, I didn't think it was that great. But maybe I'm open to a new experience. So let's dig right into Brotherhooves Social. So this episode basically starts off in the attic. Yay! As basically Granny Smith and Big Mac are going through the attic while he sees Apple Bloom and Applejack playing with each other, which is, as we pretty much see the conflict of the episode as Big Mac struggles to get Apple Bloom's attention. Oh yes, and the Sisterhood Social is back too. That took about, like, what, over 3 seasons for you to finally bring it back? Kind of makes you wonder what the timeline is like in this universe. So Big Mac tries to get Apple Bloom's attention by pretty much using the toy that he used to play with, but unfortunately she is not interested.
Hold on, Sugar Cube. I need a minute to talk with Big Mac. Mama, go ahead and start eating this pie.
Careful, don't get a stomachache. So obviously Big Mac is in denial, but Applejack sees right through him.
You can tell me. You feeling a little left out? Apple Bloom and I have been spending a lot of time together getting ready for the social.
Oh, and by the way, plot convenience comes in. Remember how I said in the last review of how they brought up the Sisterhood Social, both Rarity and Applejack? Well, it rears its head in, so basically this is pretty much like the 2 episodes of Season 3 where the 2 different plots are going at the same time.
You're killing us! You're being fun, Dad! This is so cool! Yep. Where are we being called to? What are we just supposed to do when you get there? Obviously, it's something awesome because you're awesome.
I mean, we pretty much saw it in the last episode, so the audience pretty much already knows. But as it was also explained in the last episode, this conflicts with the Sisterhood Social.
What if you're being summoned to solve a friendship problem? That means you'll have to miss the Sisterhood Social. And if you have to miss the social, then I'll have to miss the social. Which means I will be able to stay free.
Trying to think, you didn't even participate the last time you had the Sisterhood Social, but then again, and she's participating in time,
Let me just go over to Twilight Castle and see what's what. Maybe it's just a false alarm.
3, 2, 1.
But you said it was a false alarm. I said maybe it's a false alarm.
Yes, the emphasis on the maybe. You should really learn to listen, Apple Bloom. So yes, because since we saw the last episode, we know that the friendship problem can't be let time. Apple Bloom starts to solve, and Big Mac tries to cheer her up.
You know, Big Mac, if I know my Apple Bloom, she won't come out of a funk this funky till her big sister gets back.
Jeez, it really makes you wonder make you really feel how Big Mac just feels so neglected.
Hey, Apple Bloom, the social's gonna
Yeah. So, first off, Scootaloo and Rainbow Dash finally participating together is going to be the best thing to see. Second, it's obvious that Sweetie Belle's just like, whatever.
Pretty great they're letting you participate even though you're not technically sisters. Yeah, Social's always had a pretty loose definition of what constitutes a sister. Some that share a bond that represents the spirit of the social union.
And considering how the Scootaloo Rainbow Dash has that sisterly vibe to her, and how she always looks up to her, and Rainbow Dash does the same, it really makes you think that they really do have that bond despite not being related.
So, what do you say? You coming? Why not? Got nothing better to do. Let me wash up and I'll meet you in a little bit. Oh, such a shame we don't live closer to all your stepson cousins. You could maybe do the social with one of them instead.
And this gets Big Mac an idea.
You got an idea? What? What is it?
And the idea, just to fast forward after seeing cute Scootaloo, is basically Big Mac dressing up in drag.
Oh my, I am so delighted to meet your little friend, Brotherhooves. Would he be your dear and beloved cutie mark, Princess?
Okay, gonna get out of the way. Even when I first watched this episode, I did not find this funny. I mean, props to Big Mac's voice actor for getting a couple funny lines here and there, but honestly, this whole thing to me just felt like cringe comedy, and I didn't really laugh at it as much. And this is pretty much the equivalent of Superman with his glasses, Ninja Turtles in trench coat, where everybody in the freaking audience can see how obvious this is, yet everybody in the universe completely buys it. Well, almost everybody.
It is my extraordinary pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't find this funny at all. This is just basically cringe comedy to me, and the whole time, it just wasn't funny at all.
I think me and Scootaloo are gonna take it easy on you just because you're a stallion.
Yeah, even Rainbow Dash sees right through it. But to be fair, at least it's not like a fan art that I actually kept up on my Facebook, where basically Rainbow Dash takes a picture of Big Mac and drag and shares it with the rest of the main six. So they could have gotten it that way, but then again, phones don't exist in Equestria. And thus we get the events underway. Hey, despite Apple Bloom being embarrassed.
Pretty long time to get it down.
So I'm guessing the first was like a dance contest. There's a difference between trying and trying too hard. Yeah, everybody's just looking at him like, what the hell? Oh yeah, and apparently one of the judges thinks that Big Mac is actually female. This is what I was referring to before by the apparently suffers from the Clark Kent Ninja Turtle syndrome.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry, I gotta take this, because, like I said, the whole time Big Mac is in drag, I'm sorry, it just wasn't funny to me. The whole time, I just felt like, just make it end, please. Because I pretty much predicted, like, what was going to happen, where eventually he's going to get found out after being a bit selfish, and I hate to say this, but I honestly just found Big Mac's motives to be selfish. But I'm going to get more into that when we actually go and talk about it. But in the meantime, let's get the judges' critique on this. So, Shane Sparks, what did you think of Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle's routine?
That was whack. Shane's in rare form tonight. Dude, no, look. This is what kills me. You come on the show with a choreographed routine that you've been practicing. Of course you're going to kill it. And I give you the benefit of the doubt for that. You know, y'all rigged, I was like, oh, okay. The challenge is when you got to do it in a week or 4 days or a few hours. That's when it comes. And right now, y'all just let me down so much. I have a 10-year-old that could have choreographed that routine. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
I live in Los Angeles. I'm around the hottest choreographers in the world, and I've seen the hottest groups in the world, so I can't even begin to give props to that. Dude, realize where y'all at right now, and realize who's watching you, and please work. You gotta work, because that was whack. Sorry. I gotta be real.
Yeah, honestly, that's how I felt. Sorry. Not sorry. And everybody seems to buy it. So Big Mac continues to try too hard and continues to ruin everything. Also, yay, Scootaloo and Rainbow Dash moments. Big Mac, it's jumping, it's not that hard. But as things kind of progress, as basically Big Mac starts to get more competitive and trying to win Apple Bloom's affection. Noble cause, but like I said, it just comes off as selfish. And we get to the big race where we see more Scootaloo Rainbow Dash moments. Just don't strain your eye on the megaphone this time, Granny Smith. Okay, she didn't hurt herself this time. The race is on. It really goes to show. Oh yeah, and things kind of progress as Big Mac starts to lose more articles of clothing and also destroying toys of property. That was cute. So as things start to get down to it, yeah, I'm sure that won't cause a concussion. Yeah, there's kind of a special word in these types of events. I believe it's called cheating. Yeah, it basically gets to the point where Big Mac starts to pretty much destroy everything. Yeah, because it's called basically rushing an egg. You know what happens when you drop it? It splatters to 1,000,000 pieces. Okay, I'm just gonna spare you this part where basically they act like they win, but basically Big Mac gets discovered.
Oh, indeed. I should have known you'd eventually get busted for being a stallion.
Oh no, we've known all along. The Sisterhood Social has always had a loose policy when it comes to accounts as a sister.
So that means Big Mac didn't have to act in drag. So, yeah, all of it was completely pointless. So that means, technically, even a brother can basically be in the Sisterhood Social, but it wouldn't really matter. As long as you have a sibling bond, it's okay.
But we do have a strict policy when it comes to sport, Pony. In your sister's desperation to win, he used brute strength to physically take out the competitor.
And destroy the chicken hen house. That is why I call Big Mac's motives selfish. Because he was so desperate to try to get Apple Bloom's appraisal that he ended up throwing away all of his pride and just making himself look like a selfish jackass. I'm sorry, how is this a good episode again? Because I'm not really seeing it.
Oh, that kind of behavior is not just unbecoming of a lady, but frankly, Pony. As for that, you two are hereby disqualified.
Actually, the one who should be disqualified to take the blame is the one who completely destroyed everything. And yes, even though it can be relatable when competitive spirit gets you, there are some people who know how to get control over it. But considering how little we've known of Big Mac, or what we have seen, he seemed like a very gentle guy who knows how to keep a cool head. This episode's just like, no, screw that, let's just make him look like a selfish jackass of the episode because he's so damn desperate.
Looks like we win, sport. I told you I should have just waited until the next social to do with Applejack.
Fast forward into a joke that was never funny to begin with, and we will, admittingly, do get a sweet special moment in between the two. Basically what I was contracting with from the start of the episode.
You dressing up as my cousin Archie Blossom was a pretty crazy idea in the first place.
I would say it was really stupid.
And it's not like you got me disqualified from the social forever or anything. I can participate next time with Applejack. Everything's fine. I just don't understand why you went so crazy there at the end of the race. I mean, I know you like to win and all, but you want to tell me there's no one else?
Really? Because that's not what I've seen from past episodes. We never really seen Big Mac competitive before, so it was kind of hard to tell.
Alright. Well, it's getting late. You coming? Okay. See you later, yes?
Apple Bloom,
Yeah?
when you were little, you used to look up to me. Thought I was the best thing since Zap Apple Jam. It's different now. Applejack's the hero of the Apple family. He's rushing off to save Equestria. I'm just here on the farm, doing chores, helping out the way I can. Nothing special, nobody's hero. I guess I just thought, never mind. Here I am about to start blabbering on about my feelings. You don't hear all this.
Yes, I do.
I guess I just thought if I could fill in for Applejack at the social and get you a blue ribbon, I could be some pony you looked up to again. Be a hero again. Even if it was just a day. It was foolish, and I'm ashamed.
Now, admittingly, I will say that it is a pretty much well said moral. Considering with families that have like more than two siblings, and the oldest sibling will feel left out as the youngest could see as the middle child being the role model and give them more attention, it could be bittersweet to watch for the older sibling and want the youngest one to see them as like a role model to them. That said, I still think it was rather selfish of him to do such a thing. I'm sorry, it was neither funny nor witty, and I did not care for it in the slightest. Again, good moral, but kinda little too late for me to feel sorry for Big Mac after what I've seen.
Yeah, well, too bad, you big goof. Because I'm not going anywhere. And I know that you're always going to be here when I need you. Heck, you two are both off the floor in high heels if you think I'm going to get something I want. You're my big brother. You've always been a hero to me, Big Mac. You always will be. I'm sorry I haven't let you know that's how I feel. Just both of us have been holding back when it comes to expressing ourselves.
Yeah, no kidding. She could have just explained that, and we wouldn't have to need to see Big Mac and drag. No, I'm not letting that go. Basically everything what we saw in the last episode.
Why, dear, I do declare this is the most beautiful sunset my eyes have ever looked upon. Come sit me here on these trees and it's a trifle uncomfortable for my hindquarters.
Ugh. Alright, well that was Brotherhooves Social, and after watching again, I'm sorry, I am pretty much probably that one asshole who didn't like it, and yeah, I'm sorry, I wasn't fond of this episode, I'm sorry. I mean, it does have positive elements, we'll give it that. It does have a pretty good lesson about what older siblings can feel like when younger siblings, like, see their middle sibling as like and feel like overshadowed, but I'm sorry, I just found that and again, props to Big Mac's voice actor for doing a decent job of a female voice, but like I said, I didn't find it funny. There wasn't many times it was laughed. I just felt that Big Mac's motives were selfish, and I also felt that Appleboom was a little bit selfish to a lesser extent, and which I get there has to be a plot, but there has to be some kind of catalyst to the episode, but I just didn't find it as enjoyable as everybody else did. Now, even though I'm going to get hate mail for this, I'm sorry, I did not like Brotherhooves Social. That being said, is it the worst episode of Season 5? Well, after Princess Spike, hell no. But, is it one of the great episodes of Season 5? No. To me, at least. Look, I think maybe it just might come down to taste, and I think reality is, for me, this episode just wasn't my taste. If you think it's a great episode, and you can feel for the episode, more power to you, but for me, the feels didn't come out for me. I didn't think it was funny. I just didn't enjoy it as everyone else did. So, there are positive elements, but I'm sorry, I'm going to have to give Brotherhooves Social a C-. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Okay, well, I finally got that gigantic weight off my shoulders. Next time, we're actually going to be looking at an episode that I do like, and it's what I consider to be the best episode of Season 5. Next time, we are looking at Crusaders of the Lost Mark. See ya.